What's going on, everybody? DMV Air 8 back in the building with yet another video where today I'm going to be talking about a playoff scenario that stands in the Ravens' way and the keys to victory against the Jacksonville Jaguars. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So the Ravens come into this game 10-3, going against a Jaguars team that has lost their last two games against AFC North opponents in the Cincinnati Bengals without Joe Burrow and the Cleveland Browns with Joe Flacco. And surprisingly enough, Trevor Lawrence played inconsistent in that Browns game last week, and the defense was way too inconsistent. As for the Ravens, coming off a game full of resiliency, that's all I can say about this team, is that they're so resilient, they can overcome so many deficits, and can beat you in so many ways. And with all this talent surrounding this team, we have a lot to play for, and there's a lot at stake here. We are officially a win-now mode team. But before I get into this, here's a scenario that stands in the Ravens' way. If we win out or go 3-4 in our last 4 games, or should I say we win 3 out of our last 4 games, we will get the 1 seed in the AFC, no matter what happens. We will get the top seed in the AFC based on how everything has gone our way. The Chiefs are struggling offensively. The Dolphins lost on Monday Night Football against the Titans. And the Jaguars have lost their last 2 games. And we have a chance to really, really build up our chances in getting the 1 seed and potentially go on a run in the playoffs. But we're going to get into all that in the end. Let's talk about how we're going to win in Duval against the Jacksonville Jaguars. So, the Jaguars have a really good pass rush that can get to you in so many ways. However, their weakness is their secondary. They give up a lot of big plays down there in the secondary. So, first key to victory, utilize the pass game. Your main 4 guys that you want to rely on is your receiving core. This is a great game for Odell Beckham Jr., Zay Flowers, Nelson Aguilar, and of course, the one and only guy that stepped up for us. Well, Tylan Wallace, he was a hero last game, but he was just a punt returner. Devin Duvernay got hurt, and that's why he had to go in. But your main guys that you want to rely on, OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr., Zay Flowers, Nelson Aguilar, who, by the way, called a great play that helped out Lamar Jackson, executed that play to perfection. And Isaiah Likely utilized him more. He had a big touchdown. Charlie Kolar, you got to give him more looks than that because he hasn't got a ton of catches lately this season. Just utilize that pass game. Utilize that pass game right here. And that way, you'll have a better chance of getting momentum throughout the full 60 minutes of this game. Number 2, protect Lamar Jackson. If you can give Lamar Jackson enough protection in the pocket, he can either scramble, get some rush yards, or he can deliver a big play down the middle of the field and score a touchdown. Now, in terms of this receiving core, right here, what I have here, I know Mark Andrews means a lot to this team, but we won the last 2 games without him. That's the truth. You've shown that you can change your game plans with this receiving core. Have more trust in them, and give all the credit to the one man, Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers has literally stepped up to his A game. But anyway, your 4 receivers, like I just said, Odell Beckham Jr., Zay Flowers, Nelson Aguilar, and of course Rashad Bateman, which people have not mentioned this guy for a while because I know this year Totally not a lot of touchdowns, but hey, you got to give this man a lot more catches. Next key to victory, number 3. Play lights out on defense. The defense, for much of the season, has been stellar. You got to get pressure on Trevor Lawrence, stop his receivers from making big plays, and most importantly, stop the run. Travis Etienne can eat you in so many ways. He can just take the ball and just pound it right up the middle, down the field, and he can score just like that. But it's all about stopping the run, getting pressure on Trevor Lawrence, and stopping his receivers from making big plays. Just slow down the pass game. Last but not least, do not make costly decisions. Don't be too conservative. If you be too conservative, you will blow a lead. If you make costly decisions, you will blow a lead. And most importantly, if you don't stay disciplined enough, take too many penalties, you'll seriously cost this team the game. So don't you do that. So, key number 1, utilize the receiving core. OBJ, Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman, and Nelson Aguilar. And your tight ends too. Charlie Kolar, Isaiah Likely. Utilize that pass game. Number 2, protect Lamar Jackson. If you give him enough protection, he'll scramble to get some rush yards. He'll make the play down the field. Number 3, play lights out on defense. Get to Trevor Lawrence when you need to. Slow down his receiving core, stop the run game. Last but not least, do not make costly decisions and do not play too conservative. That is all I have to say, and that's all that needs to be said right there. And like I just said, right from the get-go, the Ravens can get the 1 seed if you win 3 out of your last 4 games, with the exception to the San Francisco 49ers, or if you go win out, you will get that 1 seed in the AFC, and you have a chance to go on a run. No questions need to be asked. No exceptions. This is how you're going to get the 1 seed. The opportunity is there. The door is open. Take advantage of that opportunity. That being said, that's all I got to say, and that is my playoff scenario to you guys. So, let's get it. Chances are there. Stakes are high. And we'll see what happens in these last 4 games. So, with that being said, that's all I got to say. Let's get it.